Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Keela coming at you naturally, DubK. And I was getting ready to make a strawberry cake, so I decided to bring you along with me to show you how I do it. I'm not a baker. I don't know how to bake from scratch. I mean, I guess I could, but this is something, this strawberry cake, the way I'm making it today is the first time I've ever tried it. So yes, let's get started. So here you'll see me just chopping up the strawberries here. I'm trying something new, trying to do a voiceover, so I will not be recording over. I'm just gonna try to get through this and let's keep it pushing. I'm trying to figure out this editing stuff. All right, so now that we have all of the strawberries, you're gonna get your puree or NutriBullet is what I have. Food processor, whatever you have to blend up these strawberries. And you can see I'm acting a whole mess, got the top on wrong. Put it in. I love this thing. I got it for my birthday like 3 years ago. Still kicking. Okay, so once you do that, I didn't want to overfill it, so I'll just take that, dump it into your pot because it's going to go on the stove. And we're going to repeat the process until all of the strawberries are done. Come on, slow dough. So I'm blend up the remaining strawberries. Now I saw this idea from, I don't know, I think it was like Pinterest, or maybe it may have been on Facebook, where they made a cake from scratch, a strawberry cake, and then it was like white batter, and then they did these strawberries and made the cake strawberries. So I said, we finna try that. I'm just making sure all of the contents, no strawberry puree left behind. Come on out of there. I'm just showing you quickly how I store my blender. So I wash the top and the blade, and then I put a paper towel between the blade and the machine, and then I also put one in the inside because I don't want it to rust. Here I have a whole stick of real butter. It's frozen. And I'm just going to chop this up, and we are going to add this to the puree. But if you could remember to take your butter out the freezer, please do so, because you could lose a finger or two trying to chop up some frozen butter. But I needed to get it done, so I went ahead and did it anyway. But don't do that. Not good for fingers. I'm trying to make sure I'm getting all my little butter. As Ken and Dier says, butter make it taste better. Now I'm going to bring it over to the stove, and we are going to heat this up. Melt that butter. Now this smelled really, really good. Like more so like a baby food. Strawberry baby food. And I was thinking you could probably, it doesn't taste like anything. It wasn't sweet or anything. When I tasted it, it was just tastes real strawberry. So that seems like something you could probably give to your baby. And it smelled really good, like I said. But since we were using this for a cake, you're gonna see me later on add some sugar. And once you do that, then you could probably pour it over some ice cream. Some ice cream. But yeah, I'm just cooking that butter down off in there. All right, so this has been cooking for about 10 minutes. So what I'm about to do now is just reduce the heat. Stir one more good time. Reduce the heat, and then we're finna get ready to work on the ice. Up next, you're gonna need your bowl. You can use the same spatula, and then you take the frosting of your choice. I am going to use a Pillsbury strawberry frosting, and then a creamy cream cheese frosting. So we're gonna dump this into the bowl. I have a mixer, but I need it for the cake, so I'm not gonna do it for that. And that's okay, because I don't like a lot of ice. I'm just gonna mix these two together. Fold. Just like that. All right, so now, so that we have this mixed up, now these are the strawberries that I've already pre-prepared. It's just strawberries and sugar to make the little like juice or glaze. So I'm gonna take some of this strawberries, however much you like. This is for the icing. That might be too much. Okay, and then you just put the rest to the side. Okay, and then we're gonna stir this up. Here. The size is going to be kind of like a sheet cake, I would say. So you just stir this all up. And then when the puree is cooled off, we're going to put a little bit of that in here as well. So it's going to deepen the pink strawberry color naturally and add more strawberry flavor to it. So we're going to take our puree and we're going to put it in the fridge. Nice fingerprints on it. To allow it to cool. And actually, sorry y'all, I need to actually get something to put it on. Oh shit. I just said I don't want it to spill. Did it spill? Trying to get it in or out. It would have. Let me see, y'all. See it dripping on the side. Alright, so here's the star ingredient, which is the box Duncan Hines Premium Strawberry Cake Mix. You're going to follow the instructions on the back of the box, which calls for 3 eggs. And so we're doubling it because we have 2 boxes. 1/3 cup of oil and 1 cup of water. But like I said, this is a cake remix. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna dump the contents of the package into my KitchenAid. gonna pour in those 6 eggs. Normally I wouldn't even use a bowl like this. I really don't, make a lot of cakes, but put in your 1/3 cup of oil. So again, we're doubling the recipe. I know you're supposed to use a liquid measuring cup, but the puree's in the ice box with it for free. Instead of using the 1 cup of water, I learned this really, really awesome replacement from my friend Kia. You add in 1 cup, the cup of water, you use heavy whipping cream. And I almost think she said something about sour cream, but I can't remember. I'm also adding in the puree into the cake batter as well. We're gonna mix that all up. Yeah. So ever since she told me that, I've been doing that, but my cake never came out like her cake. So I don't know. And I asked her twice. I want to ask her again. But yeah, so you'll see later on in the video. So we're just gonna mix this up. Straight down the sides, make sure it's well combined. Start it back in. Alright, so now I have my cake pan, or the pan I'm using for the cake. Like I said, I tried to do like a bigger cake, so the cake on them big foil pans. And then I'm going to put my contents in there. This bowl was heavy. I lost the seed time to 2. So we're just going to put it all in there. And then we're going to smooth it out, kind of get it as even as possible. Like I said, I couldn't get that sour cream thought out my head, so I went ahead and got it, added a dollop of sour cream. I don't know how much I'm supposed to add, but it did turn out really well in the end. So, and I'm just going to mix that in. I didn't want to take all the contents out, put it back in the mixer just to mix up a little dollop of sour cream. So just kind of like blending it from the middle to the end and just mixing it up as best I could. But baby, she makes this cake. I think it was called Sock It To Me cake. The texture, the fluffiness, it was so amazing. And so I need me one of those in my life. But anyway, it was really good. And she makes the best cornbread too. We fight over the cornbread when she used to bring it to work, so. All right, so I'm just smoothing it all out. And it's taking me a little longer because I'm practicing, trying to use my non-dominant hand sometimes. But let's go. I don't know what's going on. All right, so now the oven has been preheated. I'm going to get it into the oven, 350 degrees. The box calls for 28 minutes. I put it in there for 30 minutes, set the timer, and it came out perfect. So we're going to finish this icing. We're going to put the rest of the puree into the icing and strawberry mixture that we made a little bit earlier. And then we're going to just put that to the side, put it in the fridge, let it just sit there until the cake gets done. You can see the chunks of strawberries in there. All right, so when the cake comes out, I'm just gonna poke some holes in it. And I'm using a chopstick, a reusable chopstick. All right, and then we're gonna pour our icing and strawberry mixture right over the top. Let some of this seep down into those holes. And you just smooth it on, make sure the whole cake is covered. Try to, you know, make it as even as possible. Distribute the frosting on different sides, so it's not all on one side. I could have really did a lot less frosting. I don't really like frosting, so, but I know a lot of people do like frosting, so. Well, I guess unless it's that Sakatumi cake Kia made, I think it got some kind of glaze on it. I like that. And so what I'm doing now is adding the sliced strawberries on top of it, so it can look all pretty, and you know off top that it's a strawberry cake. I did have to go back and add more. I just didn't want to make the video too long, so I went and sliced some more to make it all up fuller and closing some of the gaps that we had. So I hope you guys give this a try, and if you do, comment below, tag me in it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate you. All right, so the cake is done at this time, so I hope you enjoy it. So the cake is done, and Micaiah is eating some. How does it taste, Micaiah?
It's really good. It's fresh.
Is it moist?
Mm-hmm.
I had 4 pieces today.